Why Kalen Deboer's job is on the line. Y'all follow me now. Now look, this is reported by CeeLo and obviously Pete Nichols of 0-3. They have said Kalen Deboer in Alabama is in ongoing contract discussion, but nothing has been signed or agreed upon, which I'm not too surprised about. I have been hearing rumors about Deboer, and they saying that this could be the game, the make or break game for him against Oklahoma coming up next weekend. Now remember, they got into the college football playoff, as everybody knows this follows the sport, over Notre Dame, and obviously was ranked ahead of Miami. Some felt like Alabama shouldn't have been in. I am one of those pundits and advocates that felt the same way. Now, it's a big weekend because if they can go in Norman and beat a team that Kalen Deboer has not had success with in his tenure with Alabama, remember they're 0-2. It lost in Norman last year with obviously Jalen Milroe, and it also lost this game, which kind of set off kind of their struggles a little bit, 23-21, and obviously in Alabama. So if he wins the game, I think you guys see him obviously sign an extension. But if he loses the game, I think you'll see more things creep up like this. This was today. He had obviously a statement where he reaffirmed his commitment to Alabama. He's been Kalen Deboer is being linked to jobs like Michigan, obviously with their opening when they fired Sherrone Moore earlier this week. So he's been linked to that job as well. Let's pull up the full statement. Okay, y'all, this is his full statement. He says, "My family and I are very happy in Tuscaloosa and remain extremely grateful for the support of President Moeller, Greg Byrne, and the board, and so many others. We have an incredible opportunity in front of us, so my sole focus is on Alabama football and our preparations to play Oklahoma in the college football playoff. I have not spoken and have no interest in speaking with anyone else about any other job. I'm fully committed to this program and look forward to continuing as the head coach of the University of Alabama." So obviously that is the board statement today, and we've seen the report after talking about those two parties, him obviously in Alabama having those discussions. So it's a very interesting situation going on with Kalen Deboer, right? And I want to hear from Bama fans. How do you guys feel about his tenure so far with the Crimson Tide, right? I think with how great Nick Saban was, he gets an unfair just due, right? I don't think he's gotten that time to build this program with how he wants. Yes, there has been some embarrassing losses. Florida State this year, last year losing to Oklahoma, barely being able to put up points. Yes, there has been some embarrassing losses, but I feel like Deboer hasn't gotten a fair rap with Alabama. They've still been a competitive team. They've still been a team that's winning 8 to 9 games. And I feel like to a degree, Alabama faithful and Alabama fans have been spoiled. And you can blame Nick Saban, the legendary coach himself, for that. But I think Deboer has done a solid job. I didn't say good. I didn't say great. He's done a solid job. I think he can go a long way for helping himself with a big-time victory on the road in Norman against Brent Venables, who also job was on the line earlier this year, but I don't think so, not so much anymore. But like I said, it's pretty simple for Kalen Deboer. He wins that game, he will get a contract extension with obviously Alabama, and they will agree upon terms. If he does not, he'll probably be on his way out. Hate to kind of put that on Kalen Deboer, but that's probably how it's going to be. Now, I will say this. The one caveat. Let's say it's a close game. Let's say Alabama loses by a late game touchdown or it's a late game field goal. I think he will be just fine. If they go down there in Norman, they lose by 17 plus points, and they get spanked, I think Kalen Deboer is good and gone. Hate to say that, but that's how it kind of feels when you look at his Alabama program, some of the tea leaves that's being kind of left out a little bit and everything that's going on. It feels like it's a situation where that's what's going on in Alabama, and they're kind of short on the leash a little bit. And I think he might have to just go to a program that appreciates him a little bit more. Now, again, Alabama fans, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what it gives to me. Like, they're not happy, they're not satisfied because this team is not what Nick Saban's teams were, or they're not as physical, or whatever it may be. You have to give coaches time. Remember, he's very successful in Washington. He got to a CFP playoff before with the Huskies, and obviously made the national championship game as well with Michael Penix Jr. as his quarterback. So he's been there, he's won, but I don't feel like they're giving him that time frame in order to kind of show what he can do. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. So yeah, y'all, that's my thoughts. We'll see. Big time weekend coming up for Coach Deboer and the Alabama Crimson Tide. If they can win, I think he gets it. If not, he'll probably see him somewhere else. But y'all know what to do, man. Make sure y'all follow me for more college football content. Y'all know how your boy do. All day long, daily content on college football. Yes, up.